Great, written by Carol Watts. Focus question: how does Alexander the Great create his long empire? The great leader, nearly 2,300 years ago, there lived a powerful leader named Alexander the Great. Alexander was a king of Macedonia, which was part of ancient Greece. Alexander set out with his armies to explore and claim new lands. He ended up with a great empire. Prepare to be king. Alexander was born in 356 BC. Alexander's father, Philip II, was a king of Macedonia before Alexander. With the support of a powerful army, Philip kept Macedonia and most of the surrounding Greek city-states under his control. Alexander's mother, Olympias, really wanted her son to be king of Macedonia. One day, Alexander wanted to be a powerful leader. Alexander's strength became clear at an early age. When he was 12 years old, Philip decided not to buy a horse because it was too nervous. Alexander noticed that the horse was frightened by its own shadow. By turning the horse's head away from its shadow, it was able to calm the horse. Alexander then rode his new horse, whose name was Buphalus, with ease. Buphalus and Alexander would be together for life. When Alexander was growing up, his father was offered away. Philip relied on special teachers to prepare his son to be king. Young men of Greece had to learn to hunt, ride horses, and fly with swords, javelin, and bows. Alexander and his friends needed to learn these skills to survive in the battle. Philip asked Aristotle, a very wise man, to teach Alexander science, history, and other subjects. Aristotle was respected for his intelligence. He also helped Alexander appreciate art and culture. As he grew older, Alexander took on more responsibilities, including leading soldiers in his battle. Alexander was raised to be the next king. However, in 337 BC, Philip married a woman who was born in Macedonia. Olympus was not a Macedonian. If Philip had a baby with his new wife, the child would be the first line to become king instead of Alexander. In 336 BC, Philip's new king wife had a baby girl. In the same year, a man killed Philip. The new baby was too young to take to the throne, and after Philip's death, Alexander became king. As soon as he became king, Alexander called on his father's armies for support. Persia was Greece's long-time enemy and has taken great land in Asia Minor. Like Philip and Alexander to rule the Persia and more. Many of the Greek city-states supported Alexander, but others were not sure about the young king and his grand ideas. The states had the power to keep Alexander from ruling Greece and could also ruin his plan in Asia. Alexander used force to maintain rule and silence people who opposed him. A year after becoming king, he set off for Asia Minor. When Alexander arrived in Asia Minor in 334, he threw his spear into the ground and claimed the land. Soon after, the Macedonians fought the Persians in the battle. Macedonians fought the Persian wars in the battle at the Granicus River. Both armies were well trained on horseback and on foot. The Persians, however, fell quickly to speed and power on Macedonians. Alexander and his men moved on. Next, Alexander and his family freed Greek cities along the Aegean Sea. Darius III, the king of Persia, went to fight Alexander and the Greeks in the Battle of Issues. The Persians again lost the Macedonians. Darius managed to escape. Alexander traveled south to stop Persia by taking control of cities along the Mediterranean Sea. Some fought back, but the Macedonian strength and skill dominated. In 332 BC, Alexander marched south into Egypt, and the Persian leader there gave Alexander control. Alexander gave Egyptians government positions to dominate their religion. The Egyptians welcomed him. Alexander decided to move further to Asia, east of Asia Minor, what is Iraq today. The final battle with the Persians took place in 331 BC. Darius again fled the battlefield after losing to the Macedonians. Now Alexander ruled the Persian Empire. He traveled through Persia to try to find Darius before Alexander could find him. However, Darius was killed by a local leader. As Alexander gained control of more land and people, he started following Persian customs and asked his men to do the same. He began to demand that Macedonians bow him like Persians did. Many Macedonians did not like Alexander's new ways. The Macedonian army struggled in 326 BC in the land they called India, Afghanistan, and Pakistan now. As they moved further east, after winning a difficult battle, Alexander continued through on India. He was badly injured along the way but managed to recover. Alexander pushed his men to keep moving, even though it caused them great danger. After fighting for nearly 10 years, many of Alexander's men were tired and wanted to go home. They were finally convinced him to turn around. They met in Babylon in 323 BC. However, Alexander came down with a fever, and in June of that year, Alexander the Great died just before 33. The life of Alexander the Great. Alexander's empire included parts of the Europe, Asia, and Africa. His life was not just about taking control of land and ruling people, perhaps because of his early education. He learned the tradition of his new empire, and in turn, the Macedonians spread Greek culture in new lands. Alexander became a role model for the ruler and the small who followed. He opened doors to a new place and helped create an exchange of new ideas.